So if you're watching this video right now, you've most likely seen Glagglepedia. Well, shortly after that video was made, I announced to the Discord server that I was going to make a sort of movie based on the Glaggleland universe and my own take on it. But that movie, as you can see, has not come out yet. So, what happened to that? It's not that it hasn't been worked on, like, at all. Because I did have the first 3 chapters of the movie and the prologue, but I don't remember deleting them, but they're just not in my folder anymore, and I have no idea where they could be. So the only remnants of the previous movie that was going to be Glaggleworld is now just in the form of the teasers on Discord. This is what the movie was going to look like, and I honestly was not that happy with it, but, I mean, it worked for a Glaggleland movie. It was, like, not to bring the community down, but it was, like, slightly more high quality than things were at the time. And they've definitely gotten better. But, like, yeah, I just did not like the look of this. And even though the weird, like, you know, text-to-speech voices and the AI-generated things, they've kind of been the theme with, like, my Glaggleland series in general, I don't really want to go that direction for the movie, because it seems kind of lazy. And we can definitely do that, like, weird AI, computer-generated whatever type stuff for, like, Glagglepedia and things, because I'm definitely going to do more of those. But, like, I feel like I want to just start over with the movie. Which, you know, I'm kind of forced to at this point, because as I said, I don't really have the original, like, finished clips, so I would have to recreate everything from scratch, which is just extremely demotivating, and no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, like, make it in, like, Krita or something, like, just fully animated. I know I put out, like, a fake, like, April Fool's teaser that one time that was just really stupid, and there was a section at the end that people were really confused on, like, oh, is this actually a teaser? That was just an art project I made for my graphic design class about Glaggleland. I'm sorry whoever got confused by that, but yeah, that was not, Glaggleworld. I've been putting this off for a while, because, like, everything that was supposed to be the movie has been lost for, like, what, a month or 2? And I think what really pushed me to do this is just seeing, like, how much of an impact that I've, like, made on this community. I'm not saying I've shaped it by any means, no. I feel like my content is different from the main, like, oh, silly, all over the place Glaggleland. I feel like mine just puts too much structure into it almost, but, you know, it's fine. Like, I don't want to, you know, take too much credit here. Like, take the glipgong character, for example. I think it's really cool that I just took, like, a design off the side of some random Dippin' Dots knockoff, and I put it in the video, like, oh, yeah, that's the funny Glaggle. And I'm seeing, like, all this art and stuff, and entire wiki pages. Like, there's the land of Tubia, or whatever. From just a stupid little, like, that's kind of funny. And, you know, there's, like, Gloom and stuff, which are also, like, my original Glaggles. Which just kind of, like, gave me an idea of how, like, impactful I've been in this community, whether it's for good or bad. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing something. And maybe nobody cares anymore, but I feel like I've kind of let people down with the whole movie thing, like, promising them. And maybe you don't even know there was going to be a movie. Maybe you were just like, ooh, Glaggleland, I'm going to buy the membership. In all honesty, you probably just obtained this information from, like, outside sources. You did not buy the membership. There's no way. But, if you didn't know there was going to be a movie, good news. It's getting a revamp. I'm redoing the whole thing, and it's actually going to be cool now. So, yeah, most of the plot and, like, the main premise of it is going to be the same. Because I feel like it somewhat aligns with the actual Glaggleland, but it's also just, like, in its own way. And I feel like there's 3, like, main viewpoints you can take when looking at Glaggleland. There's the series that I made, where it's just basically from the ground up. Like, I'm just making stuff up as I go along, honestly. and just kind of basing it off the lore. I mean, the Glagglepedia was definitely, like, taking information from the actual, like, sources, but other than that, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And there is the wiki, which actually has, like, a bunch of cohesive, like, story elements and events that took place, and it's, like, just way more organized than I could ever be. And then there's the third one, which is just, you know, all over the place crazy. Oh, info so bad, giggler good. Yippee, wahoo. I am a baby Glaggle. So, main takeaway from this video is that the movie is still happening. I was forced to redo it from the ground up, but now it's going to be a lot better. And I feel like, especially since I have, you know, a year or so since I made the Glaggleland. How long has it been? I don't know. A year or so or whatever of experience more. I feel like it's going to be a lot better than what it could have been. So yeah, have a Glaggle-tastic day, and eat Glognut.